Okay, here's another aspect of the transmission, which is what I believe happened to me after the dyno run. I'm back on the turnpike. I'm in drive. The gear selector is in drive. And I'm just cruising along fine. Now, Ryan, go ahead and put it into M, which you would think is manual mode. When he does that, the display goes to S, and I'm still in automatic. It has not shifted. It is not giving me the same display as when I touch the paddles. And as long as I do not touch the paddles and I leave it in manual mode, I'm still in automatic. Watch the RPM when I give it gas to accelerate. It never showed me a gear. It didn't put itself in manual mode. It's in sport mode, even though the selector says M. Now, I'll touch the downshift paddle, and you'll see the display change to M. Now that the gear selector is in manual, and I have touched the tap shifting in the paddles, it's put itself into manual mode, and it will not come out of manual mode automatically. It will stay here even when I come to a red light, and then I will need to tap shift until I move the gear selector back to drive. So this is same off ramp, same as what we just did. We'll pull up to the red light and watch what happens on the display. And I'll get some room here. Now that I'm in manual mode, if I floor it, it will not downshift. It is going to stay in fifth gear no matter what, unless I tap shift it. This will also, hopefully we get to stop up here, and when we do, you'll see another characteristic which I don't want in my 55 Chevy, which is the transmission default does not shift itself into first gear when it comes to a complete stop. So the gear selector is still in M. I come to a stop, and the gears do downshift, but you'll notice it only goes to second gear. If I touch the paddles, I can manually put it into first, but it won't do that on its own. And now, because I'm in manual, so I'm all the way back, when I leave this light, the car will not shift. And I think that's what happened when I left the dyno run the other day. So I'll let the RPMs wind up a little bit, and you'll see that clearly it should have shifted if it's in automatic mode. And then I'll hit the tap shifter, and you'll see it go up to third. Didn't work. I didn't get enough room there, but you saw the RPMs go up, and I didn't get to shift. Didn't have enough room to shift. this didn't work according to plan. Okay, here we go. So now I got an on-ramp. You can see it is not going to shift.
It will if you go high enough.
I tap it, it shifts into third. And the truck in front of me drops shit right in front of my freshly painted car. And so now I have a whole nother task, and that's catching this idiot in front of me. Okay, so now I'm tap shifting. And the other thing I want to show you is that in order for me to get out of this, I move the gear selector into drive, and obviously I go back to drive. Then, if I take the gear selector back to M, it puts it in S, not in manual mode. There you go. Gotta talk to this guy.